Well, once again, students, we are back to looking at a mole calculation. And in this particular example, we're going to look at calculating, starting with moles and ending up in grams. And we're also going to be showing all the work you need to get full credit for this kind of problem, which means we're going to start by identifying the things we are looking for, or the unknowns in the problem. And we're going to start also here looking at what we are given, or what we know in the problem. Now, this says if a container holds 12 moles of carbon dioxide, CO2, how many grams of carbon dioxide are in the container? So our thing we are looking for is how many grams of carbon dioxide are in the container. So that's what we want to come out with at the end. That's what our unit should be. The thing we're starting with is we're given 12 moles of carbon dioxide, 12.0 moles of CO2. So we're going to start this problem by writing down what we know, 12.0 moles of CO2. And we're going to think about how we can use a unit multiplier to make this unit disappear. So we're going to put that unit down below, moles of CO2. And we want our new unit to be this one right here. So we're going to put grams of CO2 on the top. And then we're going to ask ourselves, do we know a relationship between grams and moles? Well, that relationship is the molar mass. And so that is the number of grams of carbon dioxide in 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So just as a quick aside here, we're going to calculate that molar mass of 1 carbon and 2 oxygens. I look carbon up on the periodic table and I see it's 12.01 is its molar mass, and I see oxygen as 16.00. So that's 12.01. 2 times 16 is 32. We add those together and we get 44.01 grams of CO2 in 1 mole of CO2. So the number that goes here then with grams of CO2 is that molar mass, 44.01. So we get our calculator and we multiply all the numbers that are on the top and we divide by the numbers that are on the bottom. So that becomes 12 times 44.01, and that's 528.12. 528.12 grams. Let's look at what's canceling out here. These cancel because they factor to 1, and we can just ignore them. And so our unit that is left is grams of CO2. That is the answer the unit we wanted our answer in. We might round this to, say, 3 sig figs if we're worrying about sig figs. So that would be something like 528 grams of CO2. And that's how you change moles of a substance to grams of that substance.